Brooklyn Independent Television.
After more than 2 weeks of protests in Egypt, longtime President Hosni Mubarak resigned. Ambika Samarthia is in Bay Ridge with the director of the Arab American Association of New York for a local perspective on the civil unrest that's spreading throughout the Arab world.
In Southwest Brooklyn, where we are right now in Bay Ridge, Diker Heights, Bensonhurst, a little bit of Sunset Park area, this is home to the largest Arab American community in the entire state of New York. We approximate about 35,000 Arabs in this community. Many people think that we're a new community to this area. Actually, the Lebanese and Syrian Christian community has been here in this area since probably the 1930s, 1940s. And then a very newer immigrant community that has come here from like North Africa, like Egypt, Morocco, Algeria, and Yemen, who have come here in the past, I'd say, 20, 25 years.
First Tunisia, then Egypt, now Bahrain, Yemen, and Libya. How have Arab Americans responded to the current revolutions in the Middle East?
I think Arab Americans actually, as a matter of fact, are being very proactive. There's a new campaign that's coming up called Dawn. It's a campaign to bring awareness on democracy or pro-democracy in the Middle East. There's people meeting with elected officials on different levels. We've been doing protests nationally. I mean, there was just one yesterday in Michigan and New York. I mean, pretty much in almost all major metropolitan cities, there's been protests bringing awareness to what's happening in the Middle East. Facebook, Twitter. I mean, these are where everybody. This is where mainstream America is right now.
The Arab Americans I spoke with are rejoicing at this moment of history.
We're so happy about what happened there. Like, that's very, it's good news. I mean, like, now we're gonna have future. Now Egypt is gonna be Egypt. It's no more Mubarak, because before Mubarak he take it his way, and nothing about respect for the people in Egypt, and no respect from another country, from Egyptian people when the time was he's the president, because he put us down, because all what he cared about to make himself rich. He work on his own self. He doesn't work on the people. People over there 40%, like more than 50% under $1 a day making. It's not fair,
Well, it is inspiring for us. We really are happy about what's going on because, it's time for people to have their freedom, to have their rights. There's a lot of things wasn't going the right way, and it's time for the people to have that change and live their life the way they want and the way they choose to have it.
I'm so happy for now what happened and start with Tunisia and Egypt. I think this is a nice step for people in Middle East to know what does mean life, what does mean freedom, what you have to say, what do you want. It's like in America now, here life is so beautiful because here people, life is democratic. Here people, you have voice, what do you want to say. In Middle East before, with a people like a president, he is like 30, 40 years, he is a president, you can't say anything you want.
These issues have been around for decades. So why is everyone revolting now?
Before we grew up was Nasser, the time of my father and my father, like people have like the same age of my father. In that time was Nasser was the president, and he built the people as a scare. You cannot talk, you cannot this, you cannot this. That's why these people before grew up scared from the government, scared all the life. New generation doesn't have that anymore. We don't scare anymore like before. Like before, people used to be scared to talk because if you talk, you go in jail and nobody know where you are. But now, because the internet and the media is getting so good right now, nobody can hide everything like used to be.
The use of social media and youth participation has been integral in creating this revolution.
I watch the Gazeta with my father, and he watches the news every day. So while I'm watching with him, and I see all this stuff, I just want the Middle East to have a democratic stuff like in America, not greedy presidents that have billions of dollars and they don't want to share any of it to the citizens.
Gaddafi's, his worth is about $130 billion. He can feed the entire Middle East for 4 years. So it's very interesting the amount of poverty in the Middle East in comparison to the government and the regimes who are, Mubarak was about 70 to $80 billion, and that was his worth.
The domino effect of the Arab Revolution has taken a life of its own.
We're actually happy. Hopefully it goes all over the Middle East, not only in Egypt and Tunisia and Libya. We want it also in other Arabic countries. That we want more democracy in the Arabic countries for people to live a better life. I was actually in Jordan about 10, 15 days ago. I just came back. It's really bad. People don't have money, don't have food.
Won't change. It is going to happen the same way because right now the population, everybody thinks, oh, well, it's, you know, it's our turn. Why are we quiet? We can make a change. If this country did it, if Egypt did the change, if Tunisia did the change, it's happening in Libya, we can do it too.
Well, Jordan's protesting, but they're not showing it on TV. But I hope Jordan is coming soon.
There's this kind of new inspiration. So like we're inspired now. We're like, oh, we have all these rights here in this country that we take for granted, and we have our brothers and sisters in the other part of the world fighting for the exact things that we have here in the United States. And I think it's inspired people to get more engaged, more involved.
From Bay Ridge, for Brooklyn Review, this is Ambika Samarthia.
Watch this and other Brooklyn Independent Television episodes online at breakartsmedia.org/BIT.